Scientific advisor, Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, who has been guiding us on all our scientific endeavors, all our technological initiatives, and under his guidance we are moving ahead on building responsible ethical AI principles. We are all aware the report that the committee that he chaired, their report on AI guidelines was up for public consultations till last week, and we have got extensive comments on that. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. I am also honored to welcome amongst us Adil Zainul Bhai, Chairperson of Capacity Building Commission, who has been driving building skills, enhancing capacity across the government ecosystem, and under the guidance of Capacity Building Commission and IGOT Karamboghi today more than 80 lakh government servants undergoing training, and I am told AI is one of the top courses that the platform is offering. And today also we will see one of the launches under that the CBC and Karamboghi have kind of guided us, and which will ensure that AI becomes part of our learning platform. I am also honored to welcome our Secretary, sir, who has been a constant pillar of support, guidance and advice with regard to how we should go forward, and because of his constant encouragement and support only, we have been able to accomplish what we have in the last 1 year. I must say that the launches that we'll be seeing today about the compute platform, about the AI coach, the datasets platform, or the AI competency framework, a compendium for enhancing capacity in civil service, public servants, or the application development initiatives, 30 entrepreneurs who will be, and researchers who will be recognized today for their efforts, or the students who have been awarded fellowships, all have been possible only because the constant support that we have got from all ecosystems. India AI started as a very small team, still is a very small team. We have been able to augment our capacity with support from several partners. We got support from NIC, we got support from international IIC, the International Innovation Corps. We got support from BMGF, we got support from JICA, who all came forward to provide us resources, from Advani Foundation, who all came forward and provided us resources with whom we could augment our team and start working on various projects till we are able to build up our own teams. We are also, I would like to also mention that one very key component with regard to all the launches that's happening today, whether it's the AI coach or whether it's the application development, will require a very strong partnership with all Government of India departments and state governments. The AI coach platform, the data sets will primarily come from all departments. Today the version that will be launched is a basic MVP version with some core data sets that some departments have provided. But the platform is there, but it will need to be enriched by getting data sets from all departments. So all the department representatives who are present here today, I would really urge upon them to join this initiative, build in the quality data sets in order to ensure that our AI ecosystem can leverage the data sets and build foundation models and applications that we can be proud of. Similarly, for application development, we are interacting constantly with all government departments to source problem statements that can help us build AI applications. To the startup community, industry partners who are present here today, who have also been a constant support. President NASSCOM is here today. So they have also been helping us, supporting us in all our endeavors. Involvement of industry, involvement of startups, involvement of researchers, academic community will be very, very critical as we move forward. The expectations from India AI Mission are huge. Our Honorable Prime Minister has given clear directions with regard to what we need to do, how we need to do. It's up to us how soon we can do that. So it's the mandate is very clear, the direction is very clear, we have the funding, we have all the support. So sir, we will kind of under your guidance will ensure that we are able to move forward in this direction. With these words, I would once again welcome all the participants who are here today on this occasion and look forward to your constant involvement in our journey on the India AI Mission. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for setting the stage for a transformative event. Now I invite Sri S. Krishnan, Secretary, METI, to share his insights and deliver the opening remarks.
Honorable Minister for Electronics and Information Technology, Railways and Information and Broadcasting, Shri Ashwini Vaishnav ji. the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, Professor Ajay Sood, Shri Adil Zainulbhai, Chairperson of the Capacity Building Commission, my colleague Shri Abhishek Singh, the CEO of India AI, who welcomed us all to this gathering, colleagues who are present here, friends from the media, friends, the students, other awardees, all of whom are present here this afternoon. I think this is one more significant occasion in the lead up to what we are trying to attempt under the India AI mission to truly popularize artificial intelligence, lead to its adoption across various segments of Indian, not just the public sector, not just government, but also in the corporate world, in the social sector, and everywhere else, in order to use AI as a technology, a cross-cutting, horizontal technology that can truly enhance productivity and truly enhance prosperity in this country. We really need to ensure that if we have to realize the vision that the Honorable Prime Minister has laid before us of becoming a developed nation by 2047, Viksit Bharat by 2047, you need something that will enable the economy to literally leapfrog. And that enabling factor could actually be technology and specifically artificial intelligence. That is the importance of this mission. Often, comparisons are made that, in India's case, we've set apart about 10,372 crore as the government scheme for popularizing and ensuring that AI is promoted within the country. And this is sometimes compared to other numbers which are thrown about. They are compared to, say, the $500 billion that was announced in the United States as an investment. Honestly, if you look at that $500 billion, it's by a set of private investors to be invested not just in the United States but across the world, over a number of years. And not ₹1 or not $1 of that is actually from the government. Whereas here we have a very focused and very clear program of how to actually implement artificial intelligence adoption on a country-wide basis through 7 very clear verticals which will support every dimension of what needs to happen. And this program today is receiving a true boost through this particular launch. First and foremost, the launch of the AI Compute Portal. Now, the AI Compute Portal or the AI Compute component is the largest component of the India AI mission. Almost about 45% of the funds are earmarked for that particular area. And we've taken a very innovative and different approach. And when we speak about it in international fora across the world, people are surprised and people are quite amazed at the innovative way in which this has been attempted. And this is just the first step. We are now making available about 15,000 GPUs of capacity, but this will keep getting added to both through additional commitments from various private sector providers and also possibly government's own managed service provision of GPUs. So this is something which is available as a facility for the nation as a whole to use, and at a cost which is significantly lower than what has been achieved anywhere else in the world. And this, we really believe, will enhance the way AI gets rolled out and implemented across the country. Another very important thing that people speak about in the context of AI is the availability of data sets, and particularly in the Indian context. One of the reasons why we are concerned about a lot of AI models being biased or having various biases which do not cater really to the Indian circumstance or to our own circumstance is the absence of adequate number of data sets reflecting on the Indian experience. So through the AI Kosh, through this data set platform, and also through the way that various models can be used, we want to some extent, ensure that this shortcoming is eliminated and these data sets are available for various model builders and others to work on and to make sure that we are able to launch many more India-specific models. And then coming specifically to models, we have received requests in NEETI from various other ministries and departments saying, permit us to buy a particular version of an AI model, a closed AI model. We also received other requests. There are clearly concerns about how this can actually be given effect to, what impact it will have, particularly in a governmental context of data going out of the country and being used elsewhere. And that is the context in which making available models which are hosted in India, hosted on public computers or in public compute facility, which can be used by a variety of users both within the government, innovators, researchers, academics, students, and so forth, is to ensure that access to these models is safe, and access to these models is something which will truly again contribute overall to India's growth. So that is the other way in which this particular aspect is being addressed. Likewise, the new applications of AI, out of the 900 applications which were received, we've screened and finally shortlisted about 30, which will be also recognized today. And that is, again, a very critical element of what we are attempting to do, because ultimately, applications are important for India in two ways. One, the fact that they are the ones which actually, that's where literally the rubber hits the road in terms of actual benefits being delivered, and that is one reason why they're important. And second, India, with its very large IT human resources, ultimately will probably be the country which will provide the human resources for the rest of the world. That's where the jobs will lie. They will provide the way that AI is actually adapted to practical utilization, not just in India but elsewhere, which is why encouraging applications becomes so important. And that's an area which, again, is being attempted through this methodology now. And of course, the most critical thing, and what India has in abundance and what India has to harness in abundance, is the human resources that we have. And therefore, the skilling vertical of AI is again something which is extremely important and significant. And that is something, again, which is being encouraged today through the AI, India AI Fellowship financial support, which is being awarded to students. We hope the fact that they are being recognized, some of the students are being recognized here today, and the publicity that it will garner will ensure that we have even more applications in the years to come, and we are able to support more students through this effort. Now, all of this is one more, I think, the important thing, a point. There were 2 points that the Honorable Prime Minister made to us in recent interactions. One point that he made is that as a country, especially in the AI space, while on the one hand we develop everything that we can in India, and we need to have culture-specific models, we need to have deep foundational models which are based on the Indian experience, we also need to be equally open to what is coming in from elsewhere in the world and adapt it to what our needs are, and not to reinvent the wheel on each occasion. This is the hybrid approach that we've taken throughout the India AI mission. And the second point that he's repeatedly made is that while on the one hand, in India the task is to reform, perform and transform, but ultimately the intention is also to inform, because it's only when we inform that more awareness builds around what is being done and what the opportunities are. And in that sense, through the India AI mission, what has been achieved over the last 1 year is significant, but what needs to be achieved is also considerable. And it's through events of this nature, with the participation of the Honorable Minister and key personalities like the Principal Scientific Advisor and the Chairman of the Capacity Building Commission, that we'll be able to take this message to a much broader cross-section of people, and across India and across various institutions, companies, NGOs and various other agencies, you'll be able to really appreciate what is being done and how you can actually directly take benefit from this. I really hope that today's event ends up serving that purpose. Thank you very much.
So, may I now invite Shri Adil Zainul Bhai, Chairperson, Capacity Building Commission, to deliver the special address.
Honorable Minister for Mighty Railways and Broadcast and Information Technology, Professor Ajay Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor to GOI, Shri Krishnan, Secretary Mighty, my friend Abhishek, and dignitaries gathered in the room and students. I'm very delighted to be a part of this. As you know, Capacity Building Commission is tasked to improve the competencies of something like 27 million civil servants in India. One of the tasks, in accomplishing that tasks, one of the things we set up as part of Karmyogi Bharat and Capacity Building Commission is a digital platform on which digital courses can be taken. This was only set up about 2 years ago, and I'm very happy to tell you that today 8 million civil servants are enrolled on this. There are 1900 digital courses that are available, and it is today the largest civil service training platform in the world. It is now, Honorable Prime Minister, when he was in the Caribbean, has offered IGOT, the IGOT platform, to Caribbean countries. And I think this is another one of the digital public infrastructure projects from India that will find a lot of use in the global south and perhaps even in most of the developed countries. So I'm very happy that it has reached this scale. But today I'm very happy about two specific things related to AI that I'd like to talk about. Number one, of course we are putting a lot of effort on training everyone on AI, but I'm very happy to say that today 1.3 million civil servants have signed up for an AI course, and 940,000 have completed a course on AI. I can honestly tell you there is no country in the world whose civil service has taken to AI as quickly as we have in India. And as I was discussing with the minister earlier, our goal is that every single civil servant in India, whether it is center, state, or at the urban local body or panchayat level, should by the end of this year have taken a course in and be conversant with artificial intelligence. And this is the platform on which to do it. So I was very happy about that. And the second thing that I'm very happy about is, you know, when we had, 2 years ago, we had 100 courses on IGOT. At 100 courses, it's not very difficult for anyone to find if there's a course there that they like, because you can scan through 100 pretty quickly. Today we have 1900, on our way to 5000, and we'll have courses in 20 languages. Through that, how do you help people navigate, and how do you help people figure out, civil servants figure out, what courses make the most sense for them? I'm quite sure that everyone in this room has at least one app on which they have a recommendation engine, whether it is Netflix or Zomato or Uber or BookMyShow. But I'm very happy to say that with indigenously developed AI, we have created an AI engine that if any civil servant logs into IGOT, actually they've already logged in, but when they log in, based on their role, their title, the ministry they are in, and the role that they are playing, the engine will generate what courses make the most sense for them. We are launching that today, and I think this is also probably the first such civil service portal that has this kind of an AI engine, and I'm delighted that we're able to get help from IT and others to launch this today. We hope that in the future, and I think this is just the beginning on how to use AI, we are hoping that in the future, any civil servant who has a question on any subject can just enter that question onto IGOT, and the AI engine will search through the thousands and hundreds of thousands of hours of video and courses that we have, and be able to tell them what piece of that course answers their question, and actually answer it for them and then take them directly to that. So nobody has to even sit through large amount of courses. They can get an immediate answer on any subject when they log into IGOT. So I think that's the potential of AI, but I'm very happy that we've taken the first 2 steps, and I thank the Minister and the Ministry for giving us this opportunity. Thank you.
It is now my privilege to invite Professor Ajay Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, to address the gathering.
It's truly a pleasure to be a part of this event with dignitaries on the dais, our Honorable Minister Ashwin Vaishnav ji, Shri Adil Janal Bhai, Chairman, Capacity Building Commission, Shri Krishnan, Secretary Mighty, and Shri Abhishek Singh, CEO India AI. Before I start, if I may, I would like to express my deep sense of appreciation and gratitude to our Honorable Minister, Shri Ashwin Vaishnav ji, for his really extraordinarily positive approach and urgency to put things at a scale which is totally unprecedented. My every meeting with him has left with the action points which have been done at the speed which is so desirable. Thank you, sir, for your constant guidance and really taking this mission so much forward. And on that occasion, my congratulations on the first anniversary of this AI mission. So it's a very apt day, in fact, to launch another chapter in India's AI journey, which is really defined by research excellence, inclusivity and ethical AI innovation and model development. Now, it's an exciting time for all of us, as we know, because we are living in an era where technology such as AI is truly reshaping our quality of life by its application in almost all fields we come across. At the AI Action Summit 2025, a few weeks back in Paris, our Honorable Prime Minister captured the essence of this moment by saying, which you all know, I'll quote, AI is writing the code for humanity in this century, quote unquote. This vision holds immense significance for India as we stand at the forefront of advancing AI developments with its real-world applications. Now, leveraging AI involves a multifaceted approach, as has been mentioned. We need broad spectrum of components such as robust compute capacity, high quality data, highly skilled workforce, and a conducive policy environment. And all these things are the foundational pillars of thriving the AI ecosystem. Now, as mentioned, we have already made progress in this, and the progress is continuing at a fast pace under this AI mission. Today's event is actually again rolling out many initiatives under AI Kosh, which will go a long way. Now, India has demonstrated significant progress, as is also recognized by the world over. We have seen World Intellectual Property Organization WIPO, AI Innovation Index. It highlights India's remarkable progress, ranking it among the top 5 nations in India AI patent filings and recording one of the fastest growth rate in AI related innovations. I am sure with this mission, we will even go further higher up on this matrix. Similarly, if you see the NASSCOM AI Adoption Index, that also says that AI enterprise has grown by over 60% in the last 3 years, which is again a very welcome sign, and I am sure it will increase as this mission goes on. Now, of course, when we celebrate these events, we need to address some challenges on some fronts to become a global AI hub. This will include, of course, large-scale GPUs which are becoming available, but we need to see when the demand arises, how can we enhance it with in a PPP model. Shortage of skilled professionals who can really work at a cutting edge of this technology, and high quality and high volume data for training this model. So all these are being addressed in this mission under the 7 verticals which have been outlined. Now, India, as we all know, has been on the right track in governance of AI and data. And as AI is rapidly transforming various sectors in India, it does raise concern, rightly so, all over the world and here also, about privacy, security, and ethical considerations. And as was mentioned, because of that, there was a committee which Honorable Minister had formed under my chairmanship with all the experts from industry, academia, and government. And the report was prepared, not the report, but the action points were prepared, which Mr. Abhishek mentioned. It was on the website for consultation till recently, till last week. And very important inputs have come, as I understand, and they are being curated. And very soon the final version India will launch. Again here, Honorable Minister really gave the directions and we could move it quite fast. Now, I think when we look at it, we have to also see what we need to do. And this is where we have a lot of experience, again under MITI, under this DPDP Act, Digital Private Personal Data Protection Act, and corresponding rules, which is definitely, in my view, a landmark legislation in creating pathways for effective data governance in India. And I'm sure a similar framework which will be needed for handling the data in AI under the global data framework, which is also mentioned in the UN report, and using the techno-legal framework, which is the framework on which DPDP Act is, this framework is based, will again, techno-legal thing will be India's contribution to this AI scene in the world, which was also mentioned by Honorable Prime Minister in his address in Paris Summit. So all these things really tell that we are on the right track, and this AI Kosh or Kosha, I don't know how you, Kosh is a Hindi word, but Kosha is maybe English. But AI Kosh is a major step in India's AI journey. So definitely it is our collective responsibility as researchers, policymakers, startups, innovators, industries to ensure that the transformative potential of AI is really taken to every corner of the society in a very responsible way. So with this, I wish all the very best to this mission and to all the team who are really playing a heroic role in this cutting edge technology where India should really come on the global platform as a leader. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We will now move on to the official launch of key initiatives that will accelerate India's vibrant AI ecosystem. Launch of the AI Compute Portal, a portal to provide access to compute for more than 18,000 plus GPUs and other AI cloud services to students, startups, researchers, academia and government departments. May I now request Honorable Minister Ashwini Vaishnav to kindly launch the AI Compute Portal by pressing the button.
India AI has developed the India AI Compute Portal. End users can access a wide range of GPUs, storage and AI platform services through this portal. GPUs